already see it. That's okay. It's a very easy, minor thing. You guys probably won't even notice. There. But updated what I needed to update. So we are good. Let me jump into the OBS here. Yeah. And give me 1 second. I'm going to go blank real quick. There we go. So that should be good now. Yeah, so I got everything. So we're sitting on the runway right now. I just need to pull in the flight. So let's go bring up the EFB, go to Simbat brief view. So right now departure is KW95 and we're down to KSHD. That is correct. And let's go ahead and import that into the plane. Okay, it's just imported. That's good. And let's give us some fuel because I'm showing my fuel is not too good. There we go. I love having this, some of the variables coming from the sim going back into my Stream Deck. It helps because my eyesight is not the greatest, and having it on the larger Stream Deck Plus is a good thing. Two reasons to get the reason I prefer the Stream Deck Plus over the other Stream Decks. The other ones are great, but the reason I find, there's two main reasons. I like the little knobs which simulate the dials in the Cessna 172 or any other plane that has these knobs, like on the G1000, G3000, but also because the screen is actually larger on the buttons and I can actually send the variable data back to that screen. So like in this case, I was looking at the fuel and I got like flaps. I've got the wind, the direction, the sim rate, all kinds of fun stuff. So we're gonna get out of here. Let me make sure Mr. Say Intentions is there. And we'll get up and we'll contact departure when we get up in the air. 126 825. Okay, we're good. All right, let's get on out of here. Okay, I think we're good. Hopefully that truck doesn't get on the runway. And away we go. We're gonna climb, we're gonna pass this mountain, and then we'll start turning. Let's use this valley to actually climb a little bit. Okay, right here's a good place for autopilot. And we're gonna do our header. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Oh, what was that all about? There we go. Man, what is that? So my mouse gave out on me, and so we're gonna have to fix this real quick.
Pilatus 0, Sierra Bravo. Climb and maintain flight level 220.
220 for Pilatus 420, Sierra Bravo.
Departure November Charlie Juliet 472, checking in with you currently at 25, going down to KSHD from KW95.
240 for Pilatus 420, Sierra Bravo.
November Charlie Juliet 472. Potomac approach. Potomac altimeter 29901. Say request.
Request is just letting you know VFR and the altimeter is 2991.
November Charlie Juliet 472. Roger.
All right, folks, we're going to bring the flaps back, retract the flaps. There we go. And I'm going to adjust my color because I don't like how I'm looking on camera right now. Let's see. That looks better, right? Nah, that's too bright. I think that's okay. We'll leave it at that. I don't know why that's the case, but it's all good. Okay, we'll pull back our throttle. We're over speeding a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and set up the approach, which is enter. They want us down on runway 23, so we're going to do a visual and then straight. And then we've got 2027. And let me check the airport itself. That's going to be 1200. So let me set that up. So we can bring this down to 1200. Actually, you know what? We're going to leave it at 1500. There we go. Pull back on the mixture a little bit. And we'll set VNav. And we should be good. Now, I've set up my Stream Deck so I can set up some views. So let's see how that's going to work. We're going to go left. There we go. Actually, let me just test them, my views. Okay, that's my right, me looking to the right. I got one in the left passenger back seat looking to the left. There we go. And opposite side is the right, or the rear, the rear right, or the right rear passenger seat looking to the right, obviously. There we go. And this one's under the wing. We'll go left. You notice I'm not showing the wing here, but we can quickly adjust that manually. Actually, my chair position, I would have to come down a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna leave it like that. Kind of go outside the plane. So if I go in, am I still inside? Yeah, it's still that view. So let's go back here and then go back out. There we go. Let's see. I could probably put my sun visor down. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that. And then let me get my controller over here. Wake it up. Just kind of pan around a little bit. There we go. So let's see, the ETA, the estimated time of arrival, shows about 44 minutes, so it's not too bad. Nice little flight here before the holidays. So we're just chilling right now. Got everything pretty much set up, so this should just be an easy flight down. Departure November Charlie Juliet 472, currently with you at 3100, would like a flight following down to KSHD runway 23.
November Charlie Juliet 472, squawk 6761 and ident.
Squawking 6761, November Charlie Juliet 472.
November Charlie Juliet 472, radar contact. Over Timber Ridge Air Park at 3,000 feet. Gore altimeter 29901.
Core altimeter is 29.91, November Charlie Juliet 472. About 35 more minutes to go. So I'm purposely coming a little bit close to the mountains because I'm trying to see if my alerts, my terrain alerts will trigger here on my Stream Deck Plus. So I have a button on the Stream Deck that just says alerts, and then whatever that alert, you know, it should show. Departure November Charlie July 472, currently at 2800, would like to go up to 35.
November Charlie Juliet 472, climb and maintain 3000.
Climb and maintain 3000, November Charlie July 472.
November Charlie Juliet 472 VFR altitudes.
Departure VFR altitudes November Charlie Juliet 472, holding at 3,000. There we go. Looks like everything is good to go. Oi! Couldn't reach my water. So let's check this. Again, I'm flying a little bit lower because I'm testing the Stream Deck Plus to see if my variables will trigger the terrain alert. If I get too close, it should throw me the terrain alert here. I got about 23 nautical miles to go, chat, so we're not too far. We did go into a flight following with ATC. And pretty much it's been a smooth flight. Guys, look outside. Shows this little valley just to kind of look down through. But yeah, so Chet, I'm actually liking using the Stream Deck Plus. Again, it's for two reasons. I got the Plus over the other Stream Deck models. I have a 15 key for my stream PC. But for the flight sim, I decided to go with the Stream Deck Plus because it has the dials which simulate the actual turning of the knobs in the for the G1000 here for other planes. You know, G3000 works, but also because the keys are actually bigger and I can actually get I can program it with variables, so I can get like my ETE, my fuel, my flaps, my sim rate, whether or not the nav is on or the approach is on, all kinds of good stuff. You know, I know in the real world it's not like that, right? But for a sim, it's just handy for me to have. And I've tried different flavors of how to integrate the Stream Deck into the sim, and it's pretty interesting. I've tried the SPAD.next. I've tried the something LNH, something like that, and also the Pilot's Deck. SPAD.next is pretty good. It's a little pricey, but you can get it on sale at times. Also, what's nice about it is it gives you like feedback of like when you're trying to program the keys, it's got that all built in. There's other ways around that. One thing though you have to keep in mind with SPAD.next is you can't use the Stream Deck native software. You actually have to disable that. And well, I take that back. You have to disable parts of that in order for the SPAD.next to run, or it's easier just to let SPAD.next run it completely. But you do have the options on certain keys which program manages, whether it's the native Stream Deck program that manages it or the one from SPAD.next. So just keep that in mind. But there's a lot of flexibility to using that.
November Charlie Juliet 472, contact Potomac approach on 132.85.
Contact in Potomac approach on 132.85, November Charlie Juliet 472. All right, I need to fix one thing because yours truly decided to get out of the Stream Deck. Ha ha ha. I just got to put this back to my profile. There we go. Let me report. Potomac approach, November Charlie Juliet 472, checking in with you at 3000.
November Charlie Juliet 472, Potomac departure, good afternoon, Edinburgh, altimeter 29901.
The Edinburgh altimeter is 29.91. November Charlie Juliet 472. And let's see, we got about 19 more minutes to go. Let's just check our FPL. So final is 2027. So that's gonna happen. Let's see, 27 nautical miles to go.
Climb and maintain flight level 360,
About 30.
jet 576.
Exit 576, contact Washington Center on 133.2.
Washington Center on 133.2, jet 576.
looking down at the road. That was just flew over. All right, let's check everything. We got a distance of, we got an ETA of 14 minutes, 19.7 nautical miles. So, and then we have the top descent. Hope you guys are ready for the holidays. Hope you guys can relax with your friends and family. Maybe if you know somebody that is spending the holidays alone, just give them a call. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. So I've got a couple upgrades coming to the stream that I'm going to share once I get that implemented. It should make my future flights a fun time. So looking forward to sharing that with you over the next few days. Let's see if there's ATIS. Let's see. Let's tune to ATIS. 18.
Bonanza 50 November going up to 5,000.
Bonanza 50 November, climb and maintain 5,000.
Departure, good evening, VisionJet 70.
Oh. I know what happened. I need to put down here. There we go. Up here, I need to adjust my radio again. No ATIS. Very little wind, which is good. Oh. So this should be 118. I'm gonna tune that, attempt to use the stream deck. I'm not quite sure if I have that adjusted yet, but let's give it a go. So I need 118. There we go, and then I think I'll hold it here.
Citation 026, contact Washington Center on 128.6.
128.6 for citation 026.
Okay, pushing down on the knob. Trying to get the points. There we go. I think that's gonna work. There we go. You got a long hold. So it's 425. So let's put that down to 425. And then let's switch it. Nope. Now switch it. There we go. One 132.85.
Vision Jet 9 Romeo Papa, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, Vision Jet 709 Romeo Papa.
Oh. 9.2 nautical miles before the TOD.
And departing runway 21.
472, Shenandoah Valley Airport at your 12 o'clock, 13 miles.
Visibility
Change to
10.
advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Have a good afternoon. Have a...
Shenandoah Valley Airport is 12 o'clock in 13 miles. I'll change to advisory frequency, and then radar services are terminated. I'm Squawk VFR. See ya, November Charlie, July 472. We can squawk. Let's go over here. VFR. Now we're VFR. Make sure it's all there. Good. 1500, and we want to set the VNAV to turn on. I'll put in my, I'll push in my mixture here in a minute to full when we get down to the TOD.
November 200, Papa Uniform, contact Washington Center on 128.6.
128.6 for November 200, Papa Uniform.
West wind 3657, contact Washington Center on 133.2.
133.2, West wind 3657, good day. Maintain 16,000, turn right heading 140 vectors to Gordonsville, Venice 5, West wind 3657.
West wind 3657, climb and maintain flight level 190.
folks. Stop at descent is about to happen. Let's just keep an eye on that. My windshield is getting dirty. All right, folks, here we go. We're gonna come down. VNav should be coming up right about now. There we go. It went green, and we're gonna descend down to 1500. Let's put this first stage of flaps. Make sure that's set. I'm gonna put in my mixture. And let's turn our landing lights on. We should be good. Be good. There's the runway right there. I'm gonna use the approach. Let's slow down. Let me get my feet on the rudder pedals. Oy! I gotta pull my chair in. .93. Slow down even more. So far it looks 2 whites and 2 reds. And we're going to go ahead and put our next stage of flaps. Give it some throttle. Guys, if somebody's watching, can you please clip this for me? I would greatly appreciate it. We're going to bring the throttle back a little bit. I'm about to disengage the autopilot. There we go. let's go park over to the left. Okay. Actually, no, we're gonna go to the right. Is there a ramp service? Good afternoon, ramp, November Charlie, July 472. Requesting directions to park in.
Ground to flight deck, you are still on ramp frequency.
Ramp, is there a ground frequency for Shenandoah?
You are still on ramp frequency.
So there's no ground. Okay. There he is. There's the marshal. Or there's she. All right, park and brake on. And let's kill the mixture. And then using the stream deck, just to show you guys, I've got it set up. Watch my switches. Beacon light off. Landing light off. Strobe light, or I'm sorry, taxi's off already. I should have had that off. Yeah. Strobe, nav, and the last one is the pitot heat switch. All done by the stream deck. Nice feature. Okay, so now we're gonna kill this battery here and store the plane with the left. Oh, there we go. So we switch it to the left. Park and brakes on. And that looks to be it. And she's still waving. It's glitchy. The Marshall is glitchy all the time. And Let's see. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by today. All of you who liked and subscribed, greatly appreciate it. As always, helping me grow this channel. It's a slow process, but we're growing. As I said earlier in the stream, I've got a few surprises coming for new content, so you might want to just stick around. Make sure you stay subscribed for that. And other than that, I'll be on a couple more times before we get into Christmas. But if I don't see you guys, enjoy your holidays. But you'll see me around off and on throughout the holidays. So yeah. So again, thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you next stream.